Hello everyone, welcome back to the Forza Mentality. In today's video, we're just going to recap what happened this past weekend in the Serie. So without further ado, let's get right to it. To start off with, Venezia and Genoa are officially relegated from the Serie. Venezia because of the result that happened between Salernitana and Empoli, which ended in a 1-1 draw. And Genoa because of the result that happened between them and Napoli, which ended in a 3-0 win for Napoli. Cagliari's 3-1 loss to Inter does not mean that they are relegated, but it does mean that they must win their last game of the season. And they also have to hope that Salernitana do not win their last game of the season. But this does help Inter in the sense that they are still in this Scudetto race with Milan. If they did not win this game, if they tied or lost, that would have meant that Milan would have been crowned the champions of the league. But Milan also did get their result against Atalanta, which ended in a 2-0 win for Milan from goals from Rafael Leao and also Teo Hernandez. And Teo Hernandez's goal was probably goal of the season in sense of importance and in sense of how good the goal actually was. But lastly, we had some last home games for some players this past weekend, starting with Insigne, who has been at the club for a very long time, registering 432 games with Napoli and scoring 122 goals, second to Dries Mertens. And also for Chiellini, who's also been at the club for a very long time, has been the club captain, also played this last game of the season. And lastly, Dybala playing his last home game of the season after being at the club for 7 years, playing 292 games and scoring 115 goals. And he was quite emotional after this game because he's been at the club for a long time. But I appreciate Dybala a lot in this aspect because there's a lot of moments and times where Juventus were trying to push him out, and it was almost certain that he was going to leave. And what I liked about him is that he stayed at the club despite this and wanted to work hard for a spot and wanted to continue to play and give everything he had for the club, which you don't see in a lot of players nowadays. A lot of players, once they start not getting playing time and also have that sense that the club is pushing them out, they're gone right away. So I appreciate Dybala and the fact that he worked his ass off to try to make sure he stayed in that starting 11, and he always wanted to give everything to Juventus. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. Always make sure to like and subscribe. And lastly, always remember to keep that Forza mentality.